everyone. Well, welcome to Measure's Adventures. Today's video, I thought maybe show you something about trails. Like if you're familiar with the channel and you've seen like through the winter, I built that tire drag. Actually, I should say last fall. I built that tire drag and I was working our trails and everything, and I was building trails that you can do it on a budget. So I thought today's video, I'm going to take you out. I'm going to show you how well my trails improved. And like I said, it hasn't even been 6 months yet. Well, getting to be 6 months, I should say, but not quite yet. But I thought I'd take you for a drive, show you how well my trails improved, and to show you guys that, see how I'm building these trails just with my quad, my chainsaw, and just a simple tire drag. So let's go for a little journey, and I'm going to take you and show you how well them trails are. So now here is the beginning of the trail I built last fall. When I was hauling the video where I was hauling the firewood out, I said you can make an ATV trail and get firewood at the same time. Now, when I was coming through here with the quad or whatever, this was all willow saplings in here. And you see in the video where the quad was actually pushing them over. Well, I cut that all out and everything. And so now there's no willows going to slap you in the face. It's completely out of the way. And then with the tire drag too, it's just slowly, basically wearing the trail down even more for a person or whatever. So then when you're driving your ATV or quad or whatever, it's you're getting a lot a better of a trail, more smoother. There's less stumps and stuff in the way and everything. So you can see on the trail here, it like I said, that remember there was, you can see all the undergrowth was growing in there and stuff, and the quad was just driving over. It was like, oh well, definitely I was off-roading because there was no trail to get that firewood and everything out. So you look at the trail now or whatever, well, definitely you can identify that trail. Like we've been driving on it. And it was just a couple days ago, actually, I'm not gonna lie to you, I took the tire drag over about 3 times. So there is some stuff that's kind of stirred back up again and stuff until the quads go back over it. And then it'll start packing it back down again. But that's the whole idea of the game, is just take the trail, you know, your tire drag it over your trails. You know, even if you did it twice a month, it's I think that's plenty or whatever. And then just keep driving the trail over and over again. But then they start looking like this. So I'll take you into the trails here a little further and just kind of show you some more of the trail, how well they look now. Now we just came in here, now this part of the trail here and stuff. This is the part on the video we're showing where the quad was going over the logs or the deadfall and everything, and it was coming through here, but this is the beginning of that trail, so I thought I'd just quickly show you that or whatever, and then we'll go on further. But look at it now. It's just, what a difference. Whew. So now here on the trail, this is where I had my dog Josie with me or whatever, and I said that this used to be a game trail, and I had to mark my way and everything through it. But look at it here now, it's kind of like it's soft in here because it's all springtime, right? So you got all the snow melting, so it's hard for the snow to even melt when it's in the bush like this. But even still, like, this used to be a game trail, and look at it now. Now you got a nice quad trail going through. Once that muck in there, whatever, dries up a little bit, it'll be perfect. It's actually good now, like, you're not gonna get stuck in there anyway. But let's go further and we'll get over to, I call it the little tire town. Boy, that other weather ever changed. It's getting warm out now. I'm gonna take my coat off. Starting to sweat a little bit. But I'm not gonna complain. I love the warm weather. All right, let's go further on the trail. So here we're the big, I call it the tire town, but these are the big old tires like you've seen in my previous video. And like I said, how they got out here, I don't even know. There had to have been a trail in here at one time years ago when they put these here, and it just finally grew in with trees and stuff. So I'm not sure how, really, I can't answer can't answer that question. But anyways, we made it here, whatever. But let's hurry up and go down the trail. I don't want to make too long of a video. So let's go further down the trail and I'll show you some other things I've done. Now I wonder why my little decorated tree here, the big tree I called it, whatever, the tree of life. But I was bored one day, the weather wasn't that great, and I thought, well, I'm gonna walk the trails, take my dog for a walk, and I got really looking at this tree like, I wanna do something a little bit different. So I went and I got some stuff to carve it out a little bit, and then I took some yellow paint, and I kind of painted the eyes and stuff. And then what I did, we had some old solar lights that were in our flower bed. We were not using them this year, so we were going to throw them in the trash. I thought, no, I'm going to keep them because I got some ideas for that, which might come up in another video, what I did on the trails with these solar lights. But anyways, I took a solar light and I drilled a hole here in the tree and I stuck a solar light here. So at nighttime, it just lights the face right up. It's really cool, actually. I should do a video and show you guys what it looks like at nighttime. But it almost looks like I don't know, it's like an evil face almost. It's not what I had planned. I had a plan, you know, like a lucky tree, or like a nice tree, but it turned out to look like this. But still, to me, it looks kind of neat. It almost looks like it's got a beard here and stuff. It's a little different, but I thought when you're coming through the trails, you're going to see this tree. It's like, oh, wow, is that ever cool? But let's go further up the trails. There's another thing I built or whatever. Well, it's not quite built yet, but we're going to go up further and then I'll take you up and show you that too. Man, I'm getting hot. Well, wearing black don't help. All right, let's go down further up the trail. Now, this part of the trail, I call it the kind of the intersection because over here is I call it the main trail because the neighbor uses it too. And then over here is back towards the house and I call it the gun range trail. And behind where the quad's sitting here, or actually I should get on the other side where the quad's sitting here, I'm calling it the Tire Town Trail. But in my previous videos with pulling the tire drag and talking about my trails and how easy you can build it, this was nothing but grass in here growing. There was, if you look closely in the videos where I come out and turn on this main trail, and there was nothing in here, just trees and grass. And look at the trail now. Probably the quad's a little bit in the way, but it's a perfect good trail. You've seen on the video now we're driving out of it. So it turned out to be a good trail. Now, like here, like there's our, like I said, this is the main trail and stuff. And then I'll take you over and like show you, I call it the gun range trail, like I said. And I'll show you how well that trail, and like I said, go back on those videos and you're gonna go, wow, like what a difference. I'll try and see, maybe I'll even put some clips in to kind of show you too. I'll see how I can edit that. I've never edited it that way before, I'm not gonna lie to you. So, but I will try and see what I can do with it and stuff. But let's go over here and now I'm gonna show you the looks of this trail. Now here on the gun range trail, or whatever you can see, look at the difference. Like just from pulling that tire drag, driving the quads over it all the time. And like I said earlier, it hasn't even been 6 months. I've been through the winter, I've been pulling the tire drag through it. And so we can drive the quads through. And we got a lot of snow last year. Like I couldn't believe how much snow we got. And with all the bush and trees here, well, the snow just settles right in. For a snowmobile, yeah, you can get through with no problem. But for an ATV or quad or whatever, well, now she's going to be working. So if you don't look after the trail, yeah, you're going to get stuck in the snow in here. But I kept on working it through the winter and took my time when I had time. I did have some health problems wherever, so there were some days I couldn't do anything. And then you get the cold days when she's 30 below or whatever. Well, definitely not going to be doing nothing that day. But look at how beautiful that trail looks. But let's take the quad. We're going to go up further and now show you this trail a little bit. Now on this part of the trail, if you look at my previous videos, that you can see where the flag tape is on this tree where I was standing. This was all debris. This was just undergrowth of the bush or whatever. And now it's like I was showing you in the video here as we're driving along, how perfect that trail is. Like, it's just a beautiful riding trail, nice walk trails in it. And I also, like I said, I took extra solar lights that we had that we were going to throw out. And I thought, well, they still work. So I put solar lights all through this trail or whatever. So at nighttime, if you're going to walk this trail and stuff, it just lightens it right up. But I'm going to take you in just a little bit around the corner here or whatever. And I'm going to show you my gun range. Now what I got here is what this is actually. It's an old pallet bar I had from our old place. I had it in the garage, and then I had it stored away. And well, I kept on asking people if they wanted it for their garage. Wherever, nobody wanted it, so I was going to burn it. And I thought, you know, Haley and I did a lot of work on this thing, and you know, to make this. So I thought, no, I'm going to bring it out here because it does have a wood stain on it, so it's highly protective. So the weather ain't going to hit it. But anyways, so I set it up here for the start of the gun range, and I'm not far. The house is just through the bush. It's a walking distance to the house now. So that will build a gun range back here, whatever, with all the trees around. It's not going to disturb the neighbors or anything. And anyway, we've got an airplane flying over if you're hearing that noise. I live by an airport. But anyway, so we set this pallet bar or whatever up here, so you're in behind it, you can lean up with your gun and stuff. And then I'll take you over and quickly just show you how I start the gun range. Which gun range is not even finished yet. But there again, with my trail building and stuff, I cut my way through to build a gun range. So let's go check this one out. Now in here, like, it was the part of the gun range, it was like an old trail in here, and then it grew in. Like, I think what they were doing when they were building our yard before we bought it, they were throwing garbage or debris, old chunks of cement I've been finding back here. So I thought, well, perfect spot to make a gun range. I'm just not finished. I want to make a bullet stop yet. But I'll take you over here and see. I just got some targets and stuff set up and everything. But it's minor right now, but it'll look better in time. So here, like, I just have some cans and stuff set up for the time being. I was doing some tree trimming too, and I was just throwing all the trees and stuff back here. But in time with my Alaska chainsaw mill, I'm going to make some 6x6, about 10 footers or whatever, and then I'm going to stand them up here. That way I got a nice perfect bullet stop. But in here, like, I had an old wreck shovel from my quad. It was a cheap dollar store one. You see where I popped a couple holes in it. Oh, knocking stuff over already. But I just hung it there, just little targets, because instead of throwing to the trash, I may as well shoot it. But here's some other things in my videos I made, like the splatter targets. Well, these were here, and the weather got to them or whatever. But like I said, I'll clean that up and take it to I'll burn it or something. Here's another one here. Just nothing left of it. It's the weather got to it, the snow and everything. I just left it out here. But it's a nice little gun range. I'm probably about, I don't know, maybe 50 yards from the pallet bar. But that's the gun range. But anyway, let's go back over the quad. Yeah, you'll have to really excuse the airplanes flying over. Like, we do live close to an airport. Which is good. If there's any forest fires, you know, they're not going to let that airport burn down. So maybe I'm in a safe zone, knock on wood. But we're just going to make our way back to the quad. But I think roughly, maybe 50 yards. I'd like to get my son-in-law, Caleb, to bring his game camera he's got, whatever, and he can tell me the difference, or the distance or whatever between the two. Or between the two, like the distance of the gun range, duh. But let's go back over to the quad here. I'll maybe get some shade, but I doubt it. But such a beautiful day. like I was saying in the video, like you don't need, and plus my other videos, you don't need expensive equipment if you want to build yourself some trails in your backyard. It just take a chainsaw. I had my little trailer, take your quad, and tire drag, build a little tire drag. There's only 3 tires bolted together and you just drag it behind the quad. You don't have to put bolts in the bottom like I did. But I just find out that it helps a lot. But anyways, I'm gonna end this video. I think I got this video a little bit too long as it is. But I know with one thing, if you like this video, you gotta check out these videos, because I know you're gonna enjoy them. Or even, hit that subscribe button and you'll be notified every time I come out with a new video. So I guess we're gonna call it in this video, and I got another airplane flying over, obviously. So we'll see you on the next Measures Adventures. Bye for now.